Queens, and I am back with another video, and this one I've actually been thinking about for a really long time. What we're going to talk about is something that I want to kind of make happen, but it just hasn't happened yet, and usually it always does. And that is, I want a book to affect me so emotionally that I cry. Usually I'm the biggest crybaby. I cry in movies, I cry in random shorts on YouTube, I cry in reels, I cry all the time. I cry all the time. And so I was really trying, I really want to find a book that I just like so connected to and so interested in and love so much that it literally makes me cry. Okay, I have already read like a couple books, and we'll go over what I have in my lap, but I've already read a couple books that should have been like it, but it didn't. And so I was kind of surprised, and I was like, okay, well now I've got to find a book that's going to make me cry. If you follow my page, then you guys know that I have read The Tattooist of Auschwitz. I absolutely love that book. I love the romance. I love how it's written. I love that it's a historical fiction book. Historical fiction based on, actual survivors. I absolutely loved it. And I heard from so many people that, oh, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry in that book, no matter what. And then, so I was like, anticipating and reading, and I read through it in like 2 days. But I didn't cry, and even as much as I loved that book, I was really surprised that it didn't. So now I'm on the hunt, and now I'm determined to find something that's going to make me cry. But I actually read this book before, The Tattooist of Auschwitz. And same thing, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna cry, it's so sad, and all these different things. And so I think I may have read too much about it and knew too much ahead of time for it to kind of affect me that way. Maybe? Still trying to figure it out. But everybody loves this book. It's big on BookTok. It is If He Had Been With Me. I randomly grabbed this book at my local BJ's, actually. I really love the color, and it's got the sprayed edges. Then whenever I posted about it, everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's such a good book. You're gonna cry, you're gonna love it. People were obsessed with it. So I was like super excited to start it. I may have watched too many videos on it, and so I knew I knew the general gist of what was gonna happen, or I like assumed pretty quickly, and because it gives you the beginning of the book is kind of like a future clip, and then it takes you back to the beginning. So I get the general gist. I love the characters. I literally wanted to scream at the main female character. I wanted to scream at her the whole time. I don't know how many times I literally was reading. I put the book down and was like, ah! So many times. But I loved this book, but it did not make me cry. I was like, and I gasped, and I was like, oh my God, like I was upset and I was sad, but the tears were not coming. Then I realized that there was a second book. I went to my friend's house. She had it on her bookshelf, and I was like, bro, I need to borrow that. And she was like, I haven't even read it yet. And I was like, okay, well, I'm still taking it. And I'm going to read it. And that is, if only I had told her. This is the second book. I'm not done with this book yet. Okay? I'm about halfway. I'm 200 pages in. I love this book so far just as much as I love the first one. This one is from the main male character's point of view and a few other characters' point of view. So I've gotten I'm in 2 point of views right now. I've done it's like broke up into I think it's going to be 3 parts. I don't know because I'm only halfway through. And so I've already read the main male character's point of view. And now I'm in his best friend's point of view. And let me just say, I love his best friend. This book almost got me a couple times. Just like the realization of what happened and how he's handling it. And I love him. I love the best friend. I love the best friend. I love the main character too, but His best friend is getting me in the feels. So we'll see if this book makes me cry. I don't know. We'll see. I have asked on several of my other social medias to give me like recommendations on like books that absolutely obliterated them emotionally. And so I've got several books now on my could make Alexis cry TBR list. So if you want to come along with me in this will this book make Lexi cry adventure, go ahead and make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video, comment with your recommendations on books that just made you absolutely just cry. I know for sure I have on my list The Nightingale, I've heard, and The Women. They're both historical fiction books, and both of them are really, really good and are supposed to be super emotional, and people are obsessed with them. So I definitely have those two on my list of will this book make Lexi cry? If you have any other ideas, leave them in the comments for me. I'm going to go back. I'm going to read them because I love doing that. And we'll see how it goes. Goodbye.